Hey guys, it is Sunday, and that electronic expansion valve I did the other day, he called back and said it's blowing cold air when he turns on the heat. Let's go see what's going on. Okay, so I asked him to turn it on and cool. We can jump into heat out here. He said it felt like it was blowing cold air when he turned it on in heat. What was that?
Put it on, like you're starting to get to that point where it's starting to run. You know how like when you open up a valve and you hear the pressure change, you know, you hear it pushing through or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what I just heard. I've never heard of it. Not the sign.
It seems like it's cooling okay. I sincerely hope we don't have the same problem because Lordy knows. I'm supposed to be changing your reversing valve. Oh, it's energized and cool. I'm sorry. I gotta disconnect what I got. Ooh. Immediately gets warm.
But like this morning when I put it on heat, I mean I let it run 20-30 minutes. And I walked over there and looked at my thermostat, and I started out it was like at 71. Well, when I went and looked at it, I was down to 70. And I felt no heat coming out of my radiator.
Oh my God.
Could that be a problem?
Yeah, that could be a problem. It's warm out here.
Sure is.
Come on. I might have to go put on a t-shirt. Well, when I left the other day, it was not doing that. Let me check a couple things real quick. First, I'm gonna make sure we don't have a leak, and then we'll go from there. All right, I am getting this constant right now. Tell you what, this one leak detector is giving me more problems. With this one type of leak detector. Come on. Damn, now it's going up. Alright, sensor 0. Maybe that's what I needed to do. I'm still reading 2 parts per million. Alright, I'm not sure. I weighed in my charge last time. Alright. This board that controls the electronic expansion valve only has two inputs, pressure and this temperature sensor right here on this line. Alright, let's see if we can get a steady pressure on our suction. Let's get those to equalize. Come on. All right, looks like we have a steady pressure of, it's increasing. All right, let's say 209. In these service facts, over here, it has a here we go. J7 pressure. What did I say we were at? We're at 215 now. So I should have a like 2.6, 2.7 volts. All right, I'm gonna try to bring y'all along for this whole thing so we can figure out what in the world. Okay, where you test for voltage is right there between, I think, that one. I'm not getting anything right now. Trying to put this where you can see what I'm doing. I'm not seeing any voltage there. Now, last time I checked that, it checked out okay. We have a pressure input for this board, which is this one, I think, and a temperature sensor for that. Okay, we got a temperature sensor on the coil and a outdoor temperature sensor. That's what these are, but that's for this board. I do have pressure sensors on I think this blue and this yellow, which will shut it off. But this one is the one I'm trying to check. All right, 219. I'm supposed to be getting, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be getting volts DC. Maybe that's why I wasn't getting anything. I'm still not getting anything. Let me dig into that a little deeper. Okay, there's my pressure. Let me get the word right. Pressure transducer. That's a pressure sensor, and that's a pressure sensor, but that's a pressure transducer. And I'm supposed to be getting a certain voltage out of that. All right, my true suction should never be as high as 219, so that's why this is off the charts. Looks like for every 10 psi it goes up 0.1, so 200 is 2.5 plus 2, so 2.7 is what I should be getting. Now, the last time I checked this, it checked out fine. Am I not getting any kind of voltage? Not on any of them. I should have some kind of continuity. Something. Oh my God, please don't tell me this has been the problem all along. Let me see what that flash code is real quick. Same thing I had before. That wasn't 1, 2, 3. That is not the same thing I had before. Nine and 3. Three flash suction, pressure transducer input, is out of range. Let me see if this corrects that. I got it in right. Nine. Six. All right, what is that? Valve is not responding to position change command. Possible stuck valve. Let's put it back together and turn things on. I dropped that little plastic piece. Did I have that plugged in upside down? It is still doing the same thing. Let me check these errors real quick. Six and nine. Six, valve is not responding to a position change command. Possible stuck valve. Low superheat and cooling mode. Let me get my screwdriver and see if we can't force it to open. It's opening up. But why am I having to do this? I just replaced that valve. The coil for the stepper motor and this board. And the dryer. Alright, I just took the jumper off to force it open. And look how fast that starts to lock down. Let's try to test those voltages again. I honestly don't, I'm beginning to think that pressure transducer is my problem. If y'all look here, it says to test right here at VP plus, and then test this top pin. And right now my pressure is, my suction pressure, and that's on true suction, is 43.5. So I should be at something like 1 volt DC. .8. 1.8 reads 130 psi, and I'm reading 45. Let's try that again. .83, 130, maybe something like 133 psi, when in actuality that's what I've got, 46. That, I think that is for to protect these joints right here from salt air.
All from the
I think it sprayed out from right here. But this right here can really be removed. You don't need it up here. Alright, I got it jumped out. Test to open, and it's still doing that. Let's read my codes. Six. I think that was 9. Let me try again. 6. And 9.
6 and 9.
Yeah. Valve is not responding to a position change command. Possible stuck valve. Suction pressure transducer input is out of range. Replace transducer. Why am I not getting that code? And 9, low superheat and cooling. But we're not running and cooling. We're testing our suction line temperature sensor. I really should have this right beside it. I've got 82 degrees, 78. I was reading 77 on the other side. 9 right at 9.9 thousand ohms. That ain't even on the chart. Thermistor resistant suction line temperature sensor J10. .3 is as high as it goes. .88 thousand ohms. Not even on the chart. At 77 degrees, I should be reading. There we go. There's 9. Oh, I'm reading 83,000 up here. I guess that's right. Yeah, it's close. I was reading up here and I'm like, "78 degrees." Read that one more time. 9.84. Let me see. 9.84 is going to read. Yeah, so I think that's okay. It's that transducer. Well, guys, on that one, it's very frustrating for me because I've replaced all these parts. And the thing is, I have tested that pressure transducer before, and I'm going to stop right here and show you in my last video on this one where I did test it and it checked out fine. Alright guys, some of the stuff that it says to test, we're going to test this pressure transducer here, or try to. We have a pressure of 155. So we should be getting something like 2 volts DC at J7. All right, there we go. 2.2 volts. And I said we were at 155.1. So it's reading just a little bit high, but I think that's within normal range. Alright, so you see that was it was within range the last time I checked it, and now it's way out of range. So I must have had an intermittent problem with that, and when I left it the other day, it was heating and doing fine. So yeah, that is very frustrating for me. That frustrating. Chalk it up to a learning experience, but lordy, that one cost me a lot. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.